So many relationships get ruined because of social media. 100%.
True.
Why do you think the divorce rates are so high nowadays? Especially in British Columbia. Did you guys know that I think after 2 years the divorce rate is like over 50%? Why do you think? Because it's so easy to go and find yourself another girl or, go on Tinder or do whatever. And like it
Or compare your relationship to
No,
others.
exactly.
Oh my god, why are they in Bali on a 5-star hotel and you're taking me to fucking Applebee's?
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's really high where I live in British Columbia. It's like IRL voice ban? You're kidding. We're gonna refund that for now. I'll do it later, another time. I don't know, like for me, I've always been very traditional in the sense where it's like monogamous, where you no, 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 guys, we're not rip. No, 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 we're refunding the channel points so he gets them back. Don't worry. Um, but yeah, like I've always been like really traditional in the sense where I have one boyfriend and I will only date to marry. That is for me. And that being the reason why Tyson is my first boyfriend because like I'm not saying that I never had people approach me because I did, but I would just, like reject them. That sounds really rude, but I rejected them in a nice way where I was like I'm not really looking for a relationship at the moment. I'm studying like and focusing on school. But Tyson came along and like, he was super sweet, super kind, and like when I really thought through it, he seemed like the perfect like addition to my life. And like that being the reason why like we've dated for 2 years, like have not had that many issues. We talked through all of our issues. One rule, like I said before, guys, is don't ever go to bed angry. Where's Shroud? I have no idea. He's probably sleeping. Straight A student, yeah. Sip water. Okay.
What is the IRL voice ban? Is that basically muting you?
Yeah, muting me. I can't talk.
The fuck?
Yeah. And so, in that sense, like, for me at least, the thought of even like cheating like makes me want to cry. Or I think of it as you don't really love your partner if you do that.
That's why
And like, it's just heartbreaking to me like that. I've even had friends that have gotten cheated on, and it's just like,
yeah.
I couldn't even imagine.
When I was playing Cinderella's Prince and Into the Woods, the hardest thing for me was that I had to cheat on Cinderella in Act 2, and I have to believe that it's the correct thing to do. Because if you're really going to sell the character performance, you have to believe it while you're
Yeah,
on stage, right?
yeah,
I struggled so much with that. First of all, the person playing Cinderella is a great friend of mine. She's a super good actress, right? So when she approaches me and says like, "How could you do it?" She literally cries on stage, and I have to stand there and be like, "I did the right thing," you know? You have no idea how much I struggled with playing that scene because it was just like everything, every like inch of my body was just like, this is so wrong, but I have to do it because it's
yeah,
part of the script, you know?
yeah. I've been cheated on twice. Haven't cared about a relationship in a year or so now. Oh, I'm so sorry to
Yikes.
hear that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because like the thing is that I feel like in a relationship, like this is what my parents told me. They said the first love, if you genuinely love the person, is your best love because you're so vulnerable with them and you open up your whole like you just open up completely. Then the next relationship, you only open up ever so slightly, not as much as you did in the first relationship. Third relationship, you're closing in a little bit more, right? And it continuously closes and closes and closes to the point where you don't trust anybody until such a long time that it can genuinely affect a relationship too. And that's where you build trust issues and a lot of like traumas and stuff that can carry on into like a really into a relationship. So like for
But
me, like I don't know, I just I cry at the thought of
yeah,
like anything bad happening. But one thing that I'm super happy about is I used to like I knew about this. I had like attachment issues because both Tyson and I we've lived together for over half of our relationship. And so he would always be around me and I'd always be around him and like it was really, really good, right? But now considering that like He has LAN tournaments coming up. He's traveling. It's been really amazing to get that time off as well from each other. So when we come back, we have more things to talk about. But also, it's just like it's growth instead of me sticking by him all the time, you know?
Yeah.
And like, it's been good. Like,
I also think that depending on when you go into your first relationship, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you open up in the first one, because if you're not ready for it, then it could be that like your first relationship is basically too early for you, which means that you will mature and then suddenly you're actually opening up more in like the first or third relationship. I mean second or third. And also, chat, don't worry, you cannot get cheated on when you're single, so you're safe.
Under a lot of pressure by Madonna and set on vacation already. 1-for-1.